Hello friends, welcome to presentation on behavior based safety, shortly known as BBS. Before we start, let me give a brief introduction of myself. Friends, I am Ajay Kumar Saxena. I am a chemical engineer and have 4 decades of experience in oil and gas industry. Presently, I am working as freelance HSE professional. That's all about me. In this online course, I will offer you an insight and find tips about the subject. Now coming to behavior based safety, that is BBS. Let's first understand what is behavior. Behavior is defined as what a person does in a given situation. It is the inference drawn from his actions. Friends, behavior based safety is composed of two words, behavior and safety. We have understood what is behavior. Now let's understand what is safety. Safety is a state of being safe. That is not getting exposed to hazards or getting minimal exposure from the hazards. There are 5 sources of hazards: environment, equipment, material, system, and last but not the least, people. It is people who do unsafe behaviors and create unsafe situations. In this picture, friends, you see a person who is a worker. This fellow has lighted a matchstick, though there are drums of oil in the area. You also see a signage on the wall which clearly indicates that this area is containing inflammable material. This fellow is not exhibiting safe behavior. Safety should be in behavior, it should be in our subconscious, it should be in our back of the mind like a response to a stimulus. As we all know that a plant turns towards light, this is a natural reaction of any plant. So like this, when you touch something hot, you don't need to think. You simply pull your hand away from the heat. So friends, like this, safety should be a natural reaction to any unsafe action. Here the ground rule is safety first, because what you do is what you think and what you think is what you believe. When you believe safety first, it comes in your thoughts and deeds, and eventually you become a safety conscious person and safety comes in your behavior. Why BBS? Why behavior based safety is required in an industry? What is its importance in the industry? This can be understood from the Bird's triangle. Bird was an American. He was a pioneer in occupational safety. To understand Bird's triangle, we must first understand what is a near miss. A near miss incident is not an actual injury incident. It is a potential injury incident. Bird's theory says if 600 near miss incidents are not reported, it could lead to 30 property damage incidents or 10 minor injury incidents or 1 lost time injury. Lost time means loss of production. It could be a disabling injury or a fatality in the worst case. Bird's triangle is also known as accident triangle or safety pyramid. Bird's theory says that there is a direct relationship between serious accidents, minor accidents, and near misses, and the root causes are unsafe acts or unsafe behaviors and unsafe conditions. This can be further understood by Hendrick's theory. Hendrick was an American industrial safety pioneer. Hendrick's theory says in an industry, 88% of accidents are caused by unsafe acts or unsafe behaviors. 10% of accidents are caused by unsafe conditions and rest 2% are due to other reasons. So 88% of accidents due to unsafe acts or unsafe behaviors and 10% of accidents Due to unsafe conditions, these accidents are preventable. That means they can be prevented by engineering controls, administrative controls, and by introducing or reinforcing safe behaviors. Before we go ahead, we must understand what is an unsafe condition and what is an unsafe act. In this picture, you see a forklift. This forklift is in loaded condition. There is no driver in the forklift. The load is in up condition. This is an unsafe condition. In this picture, you see a worker who is standing below the load. This is an unsafe act or unsafe behavior. So friends, if we eliminate unsafe conditions by engineering controls and administrative controls and provide adequate personal protective equipment, that is PPE, we control only 10% of accidents. Still, major chunk of 88% is left, which can be controlled by introducing safe behaviors. Let's discuss the most common unsafe behaviors in the workplace. The most common noticeable unsafe behavior is improper use of personal protective equipment, that is PPE. PPE protect workers from workplace injuries. PPE include safety helmets or hard hats, safety gloves, safety shoes, etc. Improper use of PPE means, for example, if somebody is using safety helmet and if he is not tying chin strap, the helmet may fall and it could be a source of injury. The second one is lack of willingness to use PPE. That means PPE are available but still people are not using them. They don't want to use them. People are not taking due care of their PPE. Use of defective tools. Tools are screwdrivers, spanners, etc. If tools are defective, it could be a source of injury. Removal of safety devices from equipment. Suppose, for example, if somebody is driving a car and the car doesn't have a speedometer, the person will never come to know at what speed he is driving. This could be a source of potential accident. Operation of equipment at unsafe speeds. That means workers are driving machines at unsafe speeds. And last but not the least, operation of equipment without proper authorization, training and qualifications. All these unsafe behaviors have a degree of risk which might lead to accidents. Why people behave in unsafe manners? Because they take shortcuts, they do as they have been doing earlier. If a worker sees some other worker doing a job in a particular way, he copies him and start doing that way. And finally, their belief that nothing could possibly go wrong. At times, people resist change. In the first picture, the road is under construction. Still, people are driving cars at higher speed. That too on the edge. In the second picture, you see a lady sitting in the car. This lady is not wearing safety belt, but still she is talking crap to the policeman. So friends, for safe behaviors, you need to change your mindset. According to Professor Nancy Levinson of MIT USA, there are 3 enemies of safety: complacency, arrogance and ignorance. Complacency means being contented without being aware of potential dangers, or assuming risk will decrease over time. Arrogance means ignoring warning signs and not taking or not asking anyone how to do a job. Ignorance means lack of knowledge, doesn't know what to do. This could be due to poor training. So complacency, arrogance, ignorance, they are three enemies of safety and enemies of safe behaviors. What influences behavior of a person? It is attitude of an individual. This is first influencer and this is an internal factor. The second influencer is organizational culture, that is attitude of management. If the organization has inclusive, holistic approach towards safety, people will be safety conscious and will exhibit safe behaviors. So friends, what can be done to introduce safe behaviors? Safe behaviors can be introduced by observing behaviors of others. Observing others' behavior is an important step in behavior-based safety. Behavior-based safety is about positively reinforcing safe behaviors by providing feedback when unsafe behaviors are observed. It is not about blaming the employee for safety lapses. Here the principle is a worker is responsible not only for his safety but also for the safety of his fellow workers. The task of every worker must be observed to identify whether there is any unsafe act or unsafe behavior, and finally to introduce safe behavior. The supervisor has an important role in reinforcing safe behaviors. He has to be positive and motivate his employees or workers. He should give persistent instruction. He should set an example for his workers. The workers also have a role. They should report all safety problems and near misses immediately. They should get involved, take ownership of the work to identify safety lapses. They should understand how behavior affects job safety and understand the reason why the work must be observed. It is basically for improving, not to blame anyone. The best safety device is always an individual because he can bring change, he can exhibit safe behaviors. In this picture, you see there are many persons who are carrying helmet but not wearing it. Our commitment towards safety is exhibited how we behave when nobody is watching us. So friends, I hope after seeing this presentation, you would be ready to implement behavior-based safety in your organization. That's all about today's training on BBS. Thanks for watching this video. You will get a small questionnaire for evaluation of the training and issue of the certificate. You can reach me for any questions or feedback on my email ID shown on the screen. You will get more such informative videos on HSC on my website. Thank you very much. Have a good day.